Hello, our viewers. We've come to this next edition of Start the Week, and today we are very fortunate to have with us Hafidah Samat, who is known by various other nom de guerres. I will not begin to even say the first one, but never mind. She's known for one thing. She will always be known to be at the right place at the right time.
Thank you.
When she first arrived at Awani, a major event took place. That was MH17.
Correct.
And this morning, another disaster of sorts. The TLDM gunboat is missing. What's the update on the search for the TLDM gunboat?
A few assets have been deployed. As of now, I think we have six vessels and one aircraft have been deployed as at this morning. Earlier, we had an interview with the Chief of Navy, Tan Sri Abdul Aziz, who has reiterated the fact that yes, the assets are now out on the ocean, out on the ocean, and that I think a group of people saw or detected an object of sorts at the oil rig.
I see. Talking of maritime matters, further down south in Australia, in the Indian Ocean, the search for MH is also continuing. You also have an update on that?
Yes, I do. It has been reported that we have this new asset called Go Phoenix, which is equipped with sophisticated sonar equipment that could go as far as 6,000 meters at the bottom, at the floor of the sea, 6,000 meters, which is equivalent to 6 kilometers, and it will be deployed for the next 12 days, before it heads back to Fremantle in the western coast of Australia.
Do you get the feeling, Hafidah, that the longer the time it takes, and the more assets that are being deployed by the Australians, the Chinese, the Malaysians, this will be resolved finally? Because MH17 is, for all intents and purposes, has been resolved. We want the victims to have closure. We also want the victims of MH370 to have closure. Do you think the end, we are coming to, we will find something soon?
I hope so, because at the end of the day, those family members, the relatives want a closure of sorts. You said it earlier. We want a closure like what we got from MH17. Whether the close is near is yet to be determined. Yeah, but of course,
I guess we don't lack determination.
We don't. But
we wish them all the best.
Exactly.
We do hope that the search will come to a conclusion. Closer to home, this is the week of the budget. The portal is also concentrating a lot of its coverage on the aspirations of the young for the budget.
Correct. We are very aggressive in our coverage of the budget 2015. Just a few days ago, the team had a Google chat session with a group of youth who actually have a few aspirations, or they have their own wish list of sorts, where they actually want a fair and comprehensive distribution of the budget 2050 allocation in a few departments.
Where in the scheme of things do they want, what is topmost? Because I hear lots of people, people who've newly graduated and started work, I can't afford to buy a house. Is that the main preoccupation of youngsters?
You know what? Strangely, they do not want that. They probably a smaller portion of the youth out there are probably seeking for that. But what's important for them are they want a few things. One, allocation for books, textbooks. Of course, for those who are still in universities. Secondly, they want allocation for smartphones. So that's pretty much straightforward. And that's what they are actually seeking for.
So I do hope we will wait for PM Najib's speech with bated breath. Friday is when he will address Parliament, and we'll wait for the moment when he will announce what the nation is able to afford for next year. Finally, sports. I understand you don't give you have no interest in sports at all, but yesterday, the Suzuka Grand Prix was run in heavy rains on the Suzuka circuit, and because of the heavy rains, there was a lot of standing water. One driver actually crashed, and he is in hospital now. I think he's a Marusha driver, and that could be a casualty of running a race in typhoon conditions, which brings us back to to the lost TLDM gunboat, because this is typhoon season for the South China Sea.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so that's the end of our coverage for what we're going to look forward to in Start the Week. We'll see you again next week.
Thank you.